And heading to the back end of our Sports Fix on this Tuesday edition, the 16th of March, Wayne filling in for Clayton and enjoying getting the Sports Fix together today for you and listening to Courtney this morning on the Brekkie Flow. She's talking boxing again. This time, though, you might be surprised it's nothing to do with Anthony Mundine, but it is a female boxer.
There's a name you need to know if you don't already, and her name is Ebane Bridges. So she's an Aussie boxer, and she's now been confirmed as a late replacement for the world title fight over in the UK. So she's jumping in the boots of Rachel Ball, who's recovering from COVID-19, and she'll be taking on Shannon Courtney on the 10th of April for the WBA World Female Bantamweight title. So she's an Aussie girl. She's got a professional record of 5 wins and 0 losses. She is coming off this announcement off the back of a win just last weekend. And we are 100% behind her. She's like, I was never going to say no to this. Was really unexpected to be invited to come along for this. I think, Shannon will put on a great show, but I'll be the one leaving with the gold. Oh, love the confidence from our Aussie girl. Moving overseas now, and in NBA, Kyle Lowry. Look, he's been playing in the NBA for something like 15 years, but just recently, he was ejected from the game for his second technical foul. And he feels like something weird was going on because his first technical foul of the night was because he told his teammates, we've got to play through the BS, we've got to just keep working. And the ref threw him a technical foul for that one, I think because he said BS. And then the second one, he simply threw the ball to an official, okay? So whether it was a little bit too hard, whether feelings were hurt, whether the official thought that there was a bit of extra oomph in it and it wasn't, he said, I didn't realise that was a tech. Like, I didn't actually do anything. He's very careful what he said in his comments though. He said, I don't ever talk about the officials, but this is crazy. I'm going to be very smart about what I say, but I just want consistency on both ends. I really didn't do anything. He's bewildered. And fair enough too. Don't know if there's going to be an investigation or anything towards that, but he seems to think that perhaps the referees have a little bit too much power. And finally, actually, while we're on basketball, in college basketball, this is crazy. A picture has gone viral after a security guard, well, he didn't attack a videographer, but he certainly had him in a chokehold sort of headlock. And the context behind this picture was that the media all had assigned seating, but this videographer was like on the court. And so he'd already been spoken to, and the decision, well, he'd told the story of why he was on the court. Apparently he had a job to do on there. And he was allowed to get away with it for the beginning of the match, but come the end, he ended up in this chokehold from this security guard, and it has gone absolutely viral. It certainly put a bad taste in everyone's mouth after an amazing win, but I couldn't even tell you who played because of this very strange photo. It is my understanding that the videographer has done nothing wrong and in fact was there on behalf of the team, not on behalf of other media outlets. And I'm sure we'll hear more of the fallout from this, because there will be once someone gets a bit rough. There's always an investigation later on.
And that nearly is the end of our program on the Sports Fix for this Tuesday, the 16th of March edition. You might want to know that the Commonwealth Games started today. It was yesterday that the opening ceremony happened in 2006. Well, the actual events began at Melbourne, and the MCG, of course, was the venue for the athletics, but swimming events occurred also on this day. It was the first of those events taking place back in that era of 2006. And Sachin Tendulkar, the great Indian cricketer, scored his 100th international century. In 2012, he became the first cricketer in both one-day international and test cricket to score 100 international cricket centuries. If you think about this feat by this great cricketer from India, You go out and make one century, and you talk to the players who have tried to make a century at local cricket, then in grade cricket, and then maybe up into state cricket, then into test cricket. This guy has made 100 international centuries over his career, plus that actually, and one of the most dynamic cricketers, and perhaps as Donald Bradman rated him, the best cricketer that Donald Bradman had ever seen. That says something, doesn't it, about Sachin Tendulkar. And it says something about today, the 16th of March, and our sports fix.